Hello YouTube, how you doing? Destroy here, playing a little more FEF. And yes, we are gonna get in here. I had somebody ask me the other day how to play Chameleon because he's one of his favorite heroes, and I call him Chameleon. He's a champion of millions. Anyways, Champion. This Kuirras is an awesome guy, and I'm wearing his second skin, the Venom Beast. One of my favorite skins of his because the way he walks around, and plus he has that awesome skull on his chest. But I always go ahead and buy some Squire's Patience with him because that is what he's best used for. I mean, the defense in the beginning, the extra HP and stuff, is a must. Now, Chameleon can be an awesome carry. He can get in quick as well as do a good stun here and there. And this is how you should use him. Definitely be laning with Chameleon. You should not be farming as much, but you can do jungle. I would rather see him in lane, but you definitely don't want to lane against somebody who is a ADC aggressive carry. Because Chameleon will have a lot of trouble with the ADC aggressive carry against Chameleon. So we'll go ahead and get in here. One of my the first skills I typically always get with him is the spit skill. The second skill here, and the reason I get the acid stream is because it does damage over time. 10 plus a red number. Now that red number represents an overall percentage of his overall damage. So you see it's over 8 seconds, and plus it reduces movement speed by 15% for 4 seconds. This is good because if we're in lane worrying about stuff and I have a ranged carry against me, I can use that spit and do damage to all them creeps, hoping to get last hit on some of them. But as you can see, the C is here, and me and this guy are just going to keep laning against them. I'm going to work on hitting them spits. And we're going to work on getting them last hits. So you want to use him as a full carry, like I said. And Fox is going to be our target here. So Sia's got me stunned, but I'm okay. I'm going to wait till a level up, which should happen very soon. So we got a level up, which is very, very needed. Now I'm going to go ahead and back up a little bit and talk about the first skill. This is the second skill I always get. It does 80 damage plus a red number, of course. And it stuns the target for half a second by tossing them up in the air. This is a good skill, especially if they're running from me, to use, because it can be very beneficial in a way. So I'm just going to sit here, work on getting them last hits as I was talking about before. So since nobody's here, I'm definitely going to cross over and take these bears, because we're going to need them. Or at least I am, straight up. So, and as you can see, the leech is a big part for Kuirras and his damage. So the more he uses that to level up, the better off he's going to be. Alright, now this is a big skill with his Ancient Heritage. If you look at the passive, increases his movement speed as well as his attack speed. Plus, he can get a whole bunch of layers from it, a maximum of 10. So an extra 10% movement and attack speed. It is awesome when using these skills. So you make sure you want to use those passives in that way. So I'm going to stun him, spit on him, and then kill him. So that's how I want you to use those skills. So usually I jump in with the first skill and spit with the second skill since we're right up in it. So I put my spit out there, and it looks like I'm going to have to go back in a second. Unfortunately. And we're going to go ahead and do that. So if you look at, depending on what skill you want to level up first, some people like leveling up his spit because it does increase the damage pretty well. Others like leveling up his ancient heritage because, as you can see, instead of it being 10% now, it turns straight to 20% when those layers come out. So this is very important. Now we just need to increase our damage now. So we're going to buy Serpentine Spike and as well as some boots because Kuirras definitely needs some speed. Wow, what good damage there. And she's got her. She is gonna die. Nice. So Jombra's there. We're gonna I'm gonna pour it in on you because I want this guy to die. And maybe I can catch him, and we do. Alright. So we're gonna use that third skill, the heritage, to increase that attack speed. But I'm not gonna get out in time. Okay. Let's see what went wrong there. A lot of magical damage. So unfortunately, that's the biggest problem with Chameleon, is he has a lot of trouble until later game, until he builds up some item base of getting in there and initiating and killing people. So he's more of a late game hero, and I do want to say that because it benefits him a lot more that way. So I'm going to work on killing these people. Yeah, wow. So here we go. If we can jump in on this newt, we could probably get a kill here. So I'm just going to spit, see if we can hit her, and work on last hitting these creeps. So we're gonna cross up here, work on getting our other skills. So now as you see, when you level up that passes, now it's 30% as a maximum. So that extra 3%, super, super beneficial. So I'm going to get up here, since all my team is down there, I'm going to get up here and do some laning by myself. I definitely getting some levels. I love his ulti. It's a lot like Elf, besides the more passive of it is a much better. So we see them all here. Definitely gotta watch out for that magical damage, but oh my gosh, I can't get one level lane by myself. Definitely needed a good port there. Nice. Guy getting there, getting them kills. So I'm gonna come up here and do some more of that lane. We'll get my level 6 with this creep wave. And that will be very, very beneficial to me. So if you look, we just received our ulti. The shadow, he becomes invisible for 4 seconds. And oh my, it's perfect when you're in the middle of a team fight initiating this. everybody's attacking you, they lose sight of you, and boom. You're just in there, you initiate your heritage and start stacking some of that damage like crazy. So hopefully we'll be able to come in for a gank pretty soon here. So Nut is staying back here. Hopefully she'll come out, we'll get a gank, and it looks like Lou is there. So how you know this third skill is initiated, if you look, his claws kind of highlight. And as you hit each time, they multiply with those highlights, and it just increases that speed. So you want to use it right before you use all your skills. It's, like I said, extremely beneficial. So we're going to jump in on this guy. I'm going to spit on him. And there we go. That's it. It didn't even really need my third skill there. So I'm going to go ahead, port home, work on more of that beastly build that we love doing with him. And the beastly build, of course, consists with the longbow, which we just got. Yes. Now, like I said, it's a little slow right now because we get... So we're going to take this Lou, I'm going to spit on him. And he's going to go down here. Got him! Alright, you see how much more damage I'm doing with that longbow here. Alright, here we go. And this girl's dead too. Sweet! Alright, nice. Even though my guy died there, unfortunately, it was very beneficial for us to get in there. I'm going to push this lane a little more. So, at the moment, I really like building this guy with Lou too. So I'm going to initiate this skill, and we are going to work in on this tower. And you can see that increased movement speed just helping me rip through tower. It is insane. So, I think I'm about to leave that catapult because I'm going to have to get out of here. Yep, I'm getting back, not taking the risk. So as you see, this is the point in my build, and y'all can check my in-game build. When you're using Kuirras here, you either want to go more damage or HP, and that's very dependent. And right now, I definitely want to go more damage because we have a lot of assistive heavy HP heroes, and if they are targeting them and not me, it's more beneficial. Also, the Jadex is pretty good with him, but sometimes I don't always get it. And definitely they needed my help. That Fox healing is going to be insane. So we're going to go ahead and level up these skills now. Now, since I have the Ancient Heritage all the way leveled up, and it maximizes my attack speed and movement speed 40 plus, which is insane. It's this is going to be my acid stream, which is next, because it increases the reduction in movement speed, which I love. That's what's going to be needed. So I have no backup here, and I definitely don't want to go down without it. So we're going to use my spit just to do that damage on him. And you can see that spit's actually pretty deadly. So I'm going to pop this skill, use my spit, and as you can see, we're just going to tear into this guy. Sometimes I like getting the extra bleed damage with him from the Ripper, but that's it. So there's the fox, and here we go. Fox is dead. Now this girl's gonna die. I'm gonna go ahead and spit and kill. Nice. Didn't even need to do my ulti there. And it looks like this game is gonna be finished before we really get another good team fight. Oh. Lose there. I'm gonna blink, jump in, use my third skill, second skill. Here we go. Lose dead. We're going in on John Bro because he's gonna be the next one. Oh no, I'm not gonna get out of here. And we're gonna jump in on Sia and get her. Oh my gosh, that horse rush. Sweet! That was perfect. Now you see how much that... yeah, whatever, Jane. You see how much that ancient heritage saved me. Doing that extra damage was just insane, the attack speed. So you can buy a little bit of attack speed, not always, but I'd love to. Sometimes I really do. I love buying attack speed with them. But right now we definitely need some HP. This HP is going to benefit us. And as you see, sometimes with Chameleon, you're going to want to, what I like to, it's called kiting, but I like to call it kind of baiting and switchback baiting. So you're going to kind of like act like you're going to jump in and then turn back to let your other people initiate. So you're going to want to bait them into an awkward situation. This is a really big job with Kuirras. So I'm going to take up mid again and use my lovely spit to finish all these guys off. And it looks like we have Oliver and stuff up there just doing a good job on top. And he's going to need my help. I'm pouring in on that. Jumper going down. Nut. Trying to get away. I'm going to initiate my third skill. See if we can get in there. And I got the jump. And she's going to die. Slow this fox. We're going to use my... Oh, was going to use my invis. Going in for it. Yes. Alright. So even though I died there, we were tower diving like crazy. You saw how that heritage just started cutting through the fox. And then it cut through the Lou, and then I died. But also, that was a lot of damage in. And as you can see, look at my damage cap. This is why I need some HP. Because the Lou got in there, just did a couple hundred to me. The base did drastic damage to me. So it's not like I need 220. So I obtained a lot of damage, but I want to be able to protect against that damage as much as possible. So this is where I'm going to buy the steering souls. Now, it depends on what defensive item you want to buy with him. Usually I go with the Hades armor, because if you look out there, we have a big time Lou out there. We have a big time Nut. There are a lot of physical defense. And this is just going to help me be more survivable. So I'm going to go for the steering souls because of that extra HP. Plus I want the CD reduction skill, which is going to be very good for me. So we'll go ahead and sell this. We're really close to getting the steering souls anyways. And they're both the same price, so it really depends. So we have Mogul that's up. We can definitely take that. So I have a port and base, and let's see. Oh no, don't surrender! Man, was a good game. Oh well, oh well. But guys, as you can see, Chameleon is really fun to play if he is played correctly. So make sure you use that jump to benefit and support your other team with those skills, because your team is what's ultimately going to keep you alive or end up, saving or winning the game. So we'll go up and do a quick recap. And as you saw, later game is when I started more flourishing with kills and stuff, because Kuirras is better. So when early game, I would kind of hesitate and hold back. Take as many creeps as you can in lane. But like I said, you can also do full jungle with them. That's as well. I hope this helps you guys. One other thing I do want to go ahead and recommend and say is you want to... I love you too, Austin, alright? You want to level up that passive all the way, because that passive is very pertinent for him to get away, or very pertinent for him to just start doing tremendous heavy damage on the enemy carries. So guys, gals, thanks for watching as always. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, see you out in the Battle of Herodon.